On September 15, 2017, the Cassini mission came to a dramatic and emotional end. But this was no failure. It was a planned farewell, a heroic dive into Saturn's atmosphere that marked both the culmination of a 20-year journey and the final act of one of the most successful space missions in human history. By this point, Cassini had rewritten textbooks. It had sent home over 635 gigabytes of data, completed countless orbits, revealed liquid oceans beneath icy moons, and photographed Saturn and its rings from every imaginable angle. But there was one final gift it could give: a direct sample of Saturn's atmosphere gathered during its last descent. The decision to end the mission this way was not taken lightly. As Cassini's fuel reserves dwindled, NASA faced a dilemma. If left to drift, the spacecraft might eventually crash into Titan or Enceladus, moons that could potentially harbor life. Even the tiniest contamination from Earth microbes would violate planetary protection protocols. So engineers designed a final, controlled descent, a sacrifice to ensure the preservation of these alien worlds. And so, Cassini was commanded to dive. As it plunged into Saturn's upper atmosphere at over 120,000 kilometers per hour, Cassini fought to keep its antenna pointed at Earth. For nearly a minute, it transmitted data back in real time, measuring the atmosphere's composition, density, and magnetic environment. Then slowly resistance overcame control. The spacecraft began to tumble. Its thrusters strained, correcting for as long as they could. And then, silence. The last signal, received at NASA's Deep Space Network Station in Canberra, Australia, was brief. Just a whisper of telemetry before the spacecraft disintegrated in Saturn's skies, like a shooting star nobody could see. It was the end of a machine, but not the end of its story. Cassini's legacy is vast and permanent. The data it gathered will be studied for decades. Its images have become part of scientific history, public imagination, and even art. It inspired books, lectures, and future missions like Dragonfly to Titan, and concepts for Enceladus life-hunting probes. And in that final moment, when Cassini gave everything, it reminded us of something profoundly human: our thirst to know the unknown, even when it means letting go. Across the world, scientists, engineers, and enthusiasts watched the final transmission with tears in their eyes. This wasn't just a robotic probe, it was a trusted explorer, a silent partner in discovery. And in its ending, it gave us one final, beautiful truth. The universe is waiting for us, but only if we are bold enough to go. Coming up next on Infinity Beyond, we'll reflect on Cassini's enduring legacy, the future missions it inspired, and why this chapter in Saturn's story is just the beginning.